Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Puffco Peak Pro dab of the day. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. As always, when you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, send a like, and I reply to all the comments. Let's get started with today's interesting topic. Do small things mean the most in life? You bet they do. That's why the details matter. So, we've heard the phrase, focus on things that matter. Well, we're all over the place in life. Life's a merry-go-round, a Ferris wheel. But one thing is for sure, the details matter. And doing the small things right is really what matters. You know, a lot of times we focus on the Babe Ruth home runs. We focus on the big wins, the promotions at work, the great sports game wins and victories, and other big events in our lives. But you know what? They are important, and they're worth celebrating, those events. But none of those monstrous big events would be possible without all the little, small, tiny things that led up to them. You see, it's the small things that mean the most, and the details absolutely always matter. But why do the small things matter? A lot of times we set out to do hard things and we feel awesome after we accomplish it. We put in hours, days, weeks, months of work. Finally, it pays off. Whatever it is, it keeps us getting out of bed in the morning and it brings life to us. But when we're living a life that's purposeful and has meaning, we're constantly challenging ourselves to be better than we were before. So, moments of victory, they happen, but they only happen because of the small things we do on the way to the victory. Remember back in high school, if we played sports, it might be some of our best memories. Well, guess what? Would we have been playing sports in high school had we not hacked around, thrown the ball, played the frisbee, rode our bikes with our friends? Absolutely not. Sure, we remember the big wins and the tragic losses, but the best moments were in the day-to-day practices and scurrying around. We'd play jokes on each other. There'd be hard work. There'd be memories all along the way. And the only way you'd win the big game is if everybody practiced and everybody played with their friends when they were kids, and it was a building process. Sports can be a really great teacher. But think about after high school. Most of us don't play sports again. So what lesson do we carry with us? We carry the lesson of keep the small things in front of you. Always know the importance of the small things in life. That's the value we've got to keep at the tip of the spear, tip of our mind. Because it's easy to slip away from the discipline that the small things create. But we have to get back to focusing on the details. You see, we're no longer forced to focus on doing every repetition when you're lifting weights. You don't have to touch every line in the sidewalk when you're walking. All you have to do are the little things that build up to emphasizing the importance of our life. Think about how many people don't put the grocery cart away. Leave it out in the parking lot. Might be a minor annoyance. I've had hundreds of dollars of damage from my car from rolling carts. Not a big deal. But that little thing of putting it back where it belongs, that tiny little thing if you see trash, especially on your own block, do you pick it up or do you walk by it? That little thing, do you hold the door for someone when you're walking through and they're behind you? Do you say thank you when another person does it for you? Well, you know what? I definitely slip up from time to time. But these are my values. These are the little things that have made me who I am. I'm a person with manners. I can't help it. So you know what? You got to know how to do anything. So that's how you got to know how to do everything. Doing small things might not seem like a lot, but how we do anything is how we do everything. So the act isn't important, but the principle is. So doing the right thing is always the right thing, whether it's a tiny hair on your head or it's your whole body. Challenging ourselves to constantly go the extra mile and do the right thing is something good for others, not just us. It's helping us and everybody else around us accomplishing what they want to in life. The details matter. The small things matter. And more often than not, they matter the most. Treating people with respect, helping others when they're in need, focusing on the little things, that's what makes the difference in our lives. When we focus on the small things, it bleeds into everything else we do. If we have the discipline to pick up the trash or put the card away, by golly, we set a precedent for ourselves and others. The next time we're working on a project, we will pay attention to the details. We will be the person that thinks about what they need to do to get the project done, because we know that doing the very smallest task correctly allows us to take on the largest task correctly. It's time for action, small action, but it'll make a big difference. Give up the seat in a bus to an elderly person. Help somebody cross the street. When we feel the little things slip, the big things become more difficult. So let's add a little bit of discipline to the little things, to the small things we do in life. Live small. Live simple now. Because if we do that, it'll have a compounding effect, because the details and small things matter. Small wins add up to big wins. We will be better for the little things that we do in life. This has been our Puffco Peak Pro 2 Dab of the Day. I want to thank you all for being here. And I want you to remember, this is critically important in life, not just this video, obviously. The small things matter. They matter to a lot of people. So you've got to think about it. Not just about us. It's about all the people in our lives. Here goes the Puffco Peak Pro 2 for our dab of the day. Going out on green. I'm going to get the dab train rolling. I appreciate everybody being here, one person at a time. Doesn't matter who you are or where you are. I value you. Doesn't matter who you are or where you are. I respond to your comments. I appreciate your likes, and I truly value your subscription. Cheers, everyone. This has been The Real Senior Stoner. Have a wonderful day. Wait, got a little clog. It was a carb cap clog, pardon me. Not a big one. You know, sometimes I don't pay attention to it, but the carb cap, look at that. Look what can happen to it. It can get very dirty and clogged up. So if you want to have a great dab and continue your day, don't forget to clean your carb cap. Cheers, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for being here.